Welcome one and all to level 17, the glorious Bwomp factory itself, blast processing. Today, let's dive straight in and see if we can maximize this factory's efficiency by minimizing input usage today, shall we? Before we begin, I'd like to introduce you all to Cruz Games, as he was indeed the verifier of minimum processing, and he'll be helping me co-commentate in this video. Any introduction words, Cruz?
Hello everyone, my name is Cruz. I'm a GD Twitch streamer and a mediocre GD YouTuber. Today I will be walking you through the jumps and the timings of this level. Back to you, Unknown.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. With that, let's begin. Unfortunately, we can't begin this level by input carrying and holding, as your icon would crash into the gears. So we'll have to just jump over each gear separately. At 7%, begin your hold input right here so that you jump off this pillar as far to the left as possible. By doing so and continuing to hold, you can jump off this pillar on the far right side. Next, be sure to position your next two inputs so that you tap at this blue orb late and hold off this yellow orb on the top or top right side. By holding off here, you can continuously jump until you pass this gear. For this next sequence of jumps, we'll unfortunately have to continue it as normal. There is a method to save one input here, but it's only available to higher refresh rates. On 60Hz though, the icon always gains slightly too much distance, overshooting this platform no matter how early you jump up these pillars. Because of this, we'll be heading into the first wave with 12 inputs. Speaking of, let's briefly discuss the versatility of the wave and how it applies to this challenge. At long last, we are finally introduced to a new game mode that we can optimize heavily, nearly as well as the ship, might I add. Essentially, we'll have to utilize all of the space that we have in each section and perform the largest sweeping strokes we can in order to maximize distance. More concrete examples will be explained as we progress. Be sure to hold as you enter the wave portal so that you grind along with the ceiling. Then proceed to do most of the section as shown. At 23%, begin your hold input close to the slope and release just before you reach the square spikes here. In this way, you'll just barely have the distance you'll need to pass these descending slopes on your way down. In this first ship section, begin an input as you descend into this ship portal. You'll fly up, bonk your head on this pillar, and release just as you begin to ascend. Simply rinse and repeat for the rest of this section. At 52% in the dual wave, hold at this point so that each wave switches position in one straight line. You can also collect the first secret coin in this way, but it is much more precise.
Now this is where some really difficult timings start to come into play. After the dual wave transforms back into a single wave, follow the coins into the zigzag pattern as usual. After that is the dual part with 3 pillars that you must narrowly avoid. This may be the most tricky part of the level, as I died many times here when I was trying to verify it. After the wave section, there is an icon timing that you must hold until the jump pad. You can click the blue jump ring normally when you leave the pink jump pad. You have to time the 2 yellow jump rings so that you space out your inputs as much as possible here. Then hold off the blue jump ring as late as possible. If you don't time the blue jump ring correctly, you will crash into the wall. On the last UFO jump, you have to avoid it and time it correctly. If you hold it too long, you will bump your noggin on the ceiling, but if you don't hold it long enough, then you'll hit the squiggle spikes below. This part made me rage so hard when I was trying to verify it. After that timing is pretty much just the same timing with the ship. Hold for the right amount of time to make it over the hill-shaped obstacle. After that, you have to start holding on the green coin so that you can carry the input over the ball and change gravity. After you change gravity, you can just do the rest of the ball normally. Entering this UFO part, just click when you touch the blue coins. Make sure to time the last green coin correctly to provide the right amount of upwards momentum to the ship part. Get 2 more and release timings just right, and then we are on to the last cube part. There's a pretty difficult jump here, so make sure you practice. Release on the red mini coin, click early on the first jump ring, and time the last blue jump ring late so that you are able to press and hold on the yellow jump ring and make it over the scap.
From there, it's smooth sailing to the end. This brings us to a total of 95 inputs in blast processing. Checking in with our global input counter once more, we now have 1,233 inputs in tow overall.
This level turned out to be a harder challenge to me than I thought it would be. This is the hardest level I have ever verified to date, and in my opinion, this level doesn't get very difficult until about 56%, which is the wave part with the 3 pillars. Most of my deaths while verifying were past 56%, which made it all the more frustrating during verification. This level doesn't really budge when it came to optimizations, so we were only able to find one input save that is only possible on 144 Hz. Also, frick the jump ring timing at 63%. It's the most annoying part of the level. If I were to put a demon rating on this level, I would say this is around a hard demon.
Finally, I'd like to thank Cruise Games tremendously for both co-hosting this level with me and for verifying this level on stream. It shows 94 inputs here since he doesn't play on 60 Hz, by the way. Be sure to check out his YouTube and Twitch channels. We would both tremendously appreciate it. That's all from me for now. Join me next time as we tackle our second demon. Until then, stay safe and peace out.
Yes! Let's go! Yes! Meaningless victory! Oh my god. Oh no. No! No. No. Oh, come on. Oh my god. No. No. No, come on. Oh, come on. No.